World's gravity-defying attractions. Did you know that there are places across the world that feature certain gravitational anomalies? Well, there are actually places that remain perfectly balanced on cliffs and mountains or heights that seem to completely defy gravity. If you are intrigued to know about them, here are our top picks. 10. Kjeragbolten, Norway. Norway has its fair share of knife-edge peaks and deep gorges, but few are quite like Kjeragbolten. With a boulder measuring 177 cubic feet wedged between a 3,200-foot deep abyss, the suspended rock has become a much photographed spot as well as a popular location for base jumping. 9. Katskhi Pillar, Georgia. In the remote Emirati region of western Georgia is arguably the most isolated and inaccessible church in the world, sitting on top of the 130 feet tall natural limestone Katskhi Pillar. Surrounded by miles upon miles of unspoiled countryside, it's as breathtakingly beautiful as it is fear-inducing. 8. Sky Caves, Nepal. On a dusty, windswept and remote edge of the Tibetan Plateau lie the aptly named Sky Caves, a set of around 10,000 human-built caves which are at least 1,000 years old. Draped in mystery, the area has fascinated and confounded archaeologists for generations. Several dozen bodies have been found which date back 2,000 years, but no one knows exactly who built the caves. 7. Guoliang Tunnel Road, China. The only way that cars can access the village of Guoliang, perched high in the Taihang Mountains of the Henan province, is via this terrifying-looking 1.2 kilometers stretch of tunnel carved into the rock. Before 1972, the village was only accessible via a steep footpath. That year, a group of 13 villagers took to the task of carving a tunnel themselves, using up a colossal 4,000 hammers and 12 tons of steel drill rods, and taking 5 years to build it. 6. Tiger's Nest Temple, Bhutan. Clinging to the edge of a cliff with panoramic views over the Paro Valley in Bhutan, the Buddhist monastery of Paro Taksong, also known as Tiger's Nest Temple, is a sight to behold. Built in the 17th century, the sky-high temple rises a perilous 9,843 feet above the valley floor. 5. Meteora Monasteries, Greece. These Byzantine monasteries are perched upon 60-million-year-old sandstone megaliths that rise to an height of an average of 1,000 feet. The site of the monasteries seems like they are the rock's crowning glory. Records state that they were built between the 14th and 17th centuries and are now one of the most visited tourist hotspots in Greece. 4. Cliff Palace, Colorado, USA. The 150-room Cliff Palace sits perfectly under a natural shelter of sandstone rock in Mesa Verde National Park. Records suggest that the palace was built by ancestral Puebloans in the 13th century, and was built using mortar, sandstone, wooden beams, and tiny pieces of stone embedded in the mortar to strengthen it. Today, it's known for being the largest, as well as the best preserved cliff dwellings in North America. 3. Hanging Temple of Shanxi, China. Built more than 1,500 years ago, the Hanging Temple of Shanxi is truly an architectural marvel. This temple is built into the side of a cliff near Mount Hang in Shanxi Province, China, and has been constructed without any wooden pillars which seem like supporting it. With 40 rooms that are linked by a maze of passageways, the temple was originally built by drilling holes into the cliff that hold up the temples. 2. Haid Al-Jazil, Yemen. This extraordinary hamlet of Haid Al-Jazil lies in the heart of Yemen's desert valley, which is known for its notorious hot and dry climate. If you plan a visit to this place, you will find this 500-year-old settlement comfortably sitting on a boulder that rises to a height of 350 feet above the ground, and which makes it one of the world's most beautiful, yet isolated places to visit. Interestingly, in 2004, when the latest census was taken, it was found that 17 people were still living there. 1. Mount Popa Monastery, Myanmar. The site of Mount Popa Monastery in Myanmar will mesmerize you with its unique charm and ambience. This spot certainly will give you an otherworldly feeling, as you get to witness the rays of sunshine cutting through the clouds and highlighting the monastery in a unique manner. Built by a hermit in the early 20th century, it has now become an important site of worship for Buddhists within the Nat tradition. To reach the spot, one needs to traverse 777 steps, as well from the constant threat of rhesus macaque monkeys that seem to be guarding the monastery.